right, your next comedian, please welcome to the stage, Christian Safar!
Hello, what's up? My name is Christian, and having a name that's a religion's kind of interesting, you know? Like, this one time I went to this audition and I got paired up with this pretty young girl and I was trying to be smooth, you know? I was like, introduced myself to her. I was like, hey, how's it going? I'm Christian. And she was like, oh, I'm Jewish. I was like, no, that's my name. Needless to say, we didn't get the part. There wasn't much chemistry between us. But it did get me thinking, you know? Like, what if that's how we always introduce ourselves to each other, by our spiritual orientation? Like, maybe one person would come up to another and be like, hey, how's it going? I'm a Scientologist. And the other person would be like, nice to meet you. I'm out of here. I have nothing against Scientologists. Tom Cruise is cool. But here's my impression of a Scientologist doing stand-up. Help me! Help! I'm trapped! They got me caught. How we doing? Living the dream? Yeah? No, yeah, I mean, alright. You ever ask a coworker how they're doing and they're like, just another day in paradise? Check up on that coworker, because they're going through it. They're having a conversation with the revolver on the nightstand, like, not tonight, not tonight. We gotta find out what happens on The Last of Us. So I'm in a situationship, which is, when your partner is not really ready to commit to you, and dating in LA is a lot like going to the gym when it's super busy, because all the good, hot, sexy equipment is taken and covered in bodily fluids that isn't mine. So I just latch onto the first thing available, the hamstring machine, because it's clean, if you know what I mean. I'm getting my pump on, you know what I mean. Once tried joining Equinox. I drove 30 minutes from the valley, found out the prices, drove 30 minutes back. That's when I realized if you have to commute to Equinox, you probably can't afford Equinox. I hate it when I'm at the gym and they're doing like a tour of the gym, because I always feel like a zoo animal, but not like a cool zoo animal, more like something like weak or like an armadillo or something. Here's my impression of the worker doing a tour while I'm working out. He's doing a tour for a guy named Jimmy. Alright, Jimmy, we don't need to look at the armadillo exhibit too long. It's got a tiny back and weird legs. Let's go check out the free weights. I think I saw a cougar over there. Maybe she'll get you to sign up for our membership. How do we feel about cougars? No? Alright. I dated a cougar once, and it was interesting. I was working at Whole Foods, and I was a cashier, and I was checking her out like, beep. And she was checking me out, and we went on a date to Air One Market, and she was like trying to impress me or something, and I was impressed. Air One Market is very impressive, but taking someone that works at Whole Foods to Air One Market is like taking someone that works at McDonald's to like In-N-Out and being like, look what you can achieve. So in elementary school, I couldn't spell. I still can't spell, but back then it mattered. And all the kids in class knew I couldn't spell because back then you would do a spelling test and then pass it to the right and the kid would grade it. And I was homeschooled for the 2nd and 3rd grade. So one day, like, some kids came up to me during recess and they were like, hey, I notice you can't spell and you ask weird questions, you don't talk much. Are you special ed? And since I was homeschooled, I didn't know what that was, so I was like, what's special ed? They're like, yeah, this guy doesn't even know what it is. He must be special ed. Alright, thank y'all. I'm Buddhist.